So tomorrow you have a test. The test will cover lesson 4.4, which was the slope formula, 4.5, which was direct variation, and then 4.6, which is slope intercept. So for the test tomorrow, it will have 20 questions. You will need to memorize from 4.4 the slope formula, and it's right here. Remember, slope is represented by the letter M, and it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And the place that you get these x and y's is you're going to be given two order pairs. So you're going to be given order pair number 1, which is going to contain x1, y1. Then you'll be given order pair number 2, which will contain x2, y2. The biggest difficulty I see with this lesson is people need to take your time and watch the signs. Now, if you have extra time, and let's say the information was given as ordered pairs, and you're just not sure about your signs, you could graph them. I'll give you a piece of scratch paper. You could graph the order pairs and count the rise and the run if you're not sure about your signs. So some of the questions will you'll be provided with a graph, and you'll have to pull the order pairs off the graph to calculate the slope. You may get it in table form, but you will most definitely get it listed as order pairs. So that is your slope formula. You will also have to find the slope from an equation. Now, when we took this quiz, the only way that we knew how to do it from an equation was to plug in zeros and get the intercepts. Now we know lesson 4.6, so all we have to do to these equations is put them into y equals mx plus b. And then the number in front of x is your slope. Yes?
Can we do it the other way though?
Absolutely. I don't care which method you use. So the method that they're describing up above here is to find the intercepts. Let me demonstrate on number 6 how we could do it using the 4.6 method. If you just did it 4.6, you would add 6x to both sides, get 2y equals 6x plus 12, divide everything by 2, and you get y equals 3x plus 6, and your slope is right here, the 3. So you can do it that way now, or plug in the zeros. Once you get the order pairs, then plug them into the slope formula. So either method to find the slope from an equation. Then in lesson 4.5, this was the direct variation. You will be given equations just like these, where I'm going to say, is this a direct variation? If it is, tell me what k is, just like on the quiz that I'm about to give back. You'll also get it in table form. And when it's in table form, to check to see if it's a direct variation, you must divide y by x each time and see if you get the same number. If you do, then yes, it's a direct variation. However, if you get a different number, it is not a direct variation, and you will say no. You will also possibly get word problems. There are word problems from all the lessons. So this time on the quiz there wasn't, but be able to do a word problem for a direct variation. Also be able to do a word problem like the question like number 7. This was the last question on the quiz that I'm going to give back. You can either solve 7 and 8 by finding k, or solving it with a proportion. Then for 6, this was the slope intercept. You will have questions just as easy as 1, 2, 3, where all you're going to do is take out the m and the b. Then you will have questions that are more challenging, where you will have to find the b first, and then plug it back into the slope intercept form. And then you will also have questions like this, where you're going to have to rearrange the equation, and you will also have to graph. Any questions on what's on your quiz, on your test? So the study guide is a perfect way to use this to study. The formulas you need to know for tomorrow are the slope formula. Again, y2 minus y1 equals or over x2 minus x1. You will also need to know the direct variation equation, y equals kx. Then you can also manipulate that, and to find k, you're dividing y by x. And then the last one was y equals mx plus b. So essentially 3 formulas. This one's just a version of the direct variation. So in 4.4 was the slope formula, 4.5 was direct variation, and 4.6 was slope intercept. So you have the 3 study guides. Today there is Mu Alpha Theta tutoring after school in iCatholic if you need to go to that. I will be here for a short time today after school if you need help, and tomorrow morning. Any questions?